He's at the 40. Past the 20. Refusing to go down. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there, Mahomes to Watkins. 69 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Out to his left. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 on a Kansas City first down. Now this time Mahomes will throw.
And that was a nice strong run by the guy they called the field general.
And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope. I like it. Extra point right down the middle. And a route is on here in this first half. That time a 6-play drive. And it was all capped by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. In second quarter, they're down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Terrell Suggs. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. The Niners on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now Garoppolo. And now Garoppolo lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And now running right through it. A terrific return there. 27 yards all total. Mahomes now on first down. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is someone on the field confused? Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Throw left side complete. It's Watkins. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl as his guys continue to pour it on. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Point after, right down the middle. And a route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's Emmanuel Sanders now as he and the rest of the offense march back onto the field. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
Something to get in the... We'll see if they can do it. Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking... Time for Dante Pettis, and it's 3rd and short.
Here we go, here we go. Mike, on the ball.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo, and that will be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
This is taken around the 12. Oh, fighting off the defender. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Mahomes now on 1st down. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. Sammy Watkins with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
when her at it, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smells terrible. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they just jack it out to him to keep him warm. A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here. On third down. And Sanders has got it complete. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. So we've reached so the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. The never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now we see Sammy Watkins getting ready to go again on offense. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. Now a pass hauled in downfield. All the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl as his guys continue to pour it on. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there is no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the young men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
Their quarterback is trash. Ain't no way the 49ers are
And that's a
that
crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Now Sammy Watkins and the rest of the offense getting set to go again. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. And what in the world? Not sure if he just heard a whistle there or what, but for some reason he spiked the football. From midfield, here's Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. He can run for it, and he will. Powers through again. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
Now Mahomes rolling to his left. Got his man. It's Williams. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it a second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scrambled.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
He's to the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 21-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. The quarterback run has eaten him up all game long, and there he goes again, this time into the end zone.
And what I like about what I'm seeing, absolutely running almost with impunity. He's not worried about his body. He's not worried about sliding. He's not worried about protecting himself. He's worried about getting yardage. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got to start figuring out what these blocking schemes are and finding ways to defeat them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have been.
Third quarter.
With him punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Their coach is garbage. They're garbage. Everything about them.
So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled out a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
Garoppolo, his throw incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. They're having issues right now getting that running game going.
I wonder if maybe adopting some of the college run game would help here. Because we're still at that stage where you have a bunch of guys saying, I don't know about what the colleges do. And the college stuff is working in the NFL. Bigger line splits, create some more natural running lanes. Might help the offensive linemen get better angles in their blocking schemes.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
Somehow, their overall is 89.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
They versed. But they versed the Buccaneers in the Super Bowl.
we see Sammy Watkins getting ready to go again on offense. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. Never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And an alley to run. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman.
Sit down!
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. Garoppolo, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Chris Jones breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7, and it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Defense.
Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Fielded about a yard deep.
There's literally not even a chance.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And a little floater there is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know,
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. The trick play works. Excellent execution. 18 yards on that fake and a first down.
Buddy.
The clock showing 2 minutes even in what's been a memorable Super Bowl 54. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too nick.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on the PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post. Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Garoppolo now. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Open man is born. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and
kicking
better.
is trash. Stop kicking. Get a new punter.
Now Sammy Watkins and the rest of the offense getting set to go again. And we get a peek at the kind of game he's having. It's been a good game. 8 catches now, Charles.
Everyone likes to spread the ball around. They want a lot of people to catch it and touch it, get a lot of guys involved. But sometimes when you have the hot hand or a person who's just really taking care of business in their part of the field, you have to keep going back to them.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Mahomes going to throw it here. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
He's got him in, complete.
Oh, ain't no way. Y'all
And off to the races, down the right side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another
man.
This thing is ugly.
Plus, the two that were in that little square that were on my team and could barely make me move. Let me move.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will.
Like that.
Butker now to add the extra point. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And is there bad blood here? I mean, go for 2 when you're up that much?
If there wasn't before, there is now. When you do that, you've just announced to everyone, you just don't care about the other side at all. All you care about is what you're doing, and they just want to pile up points.
They did.
I don't care what they do.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo
Exactly.
going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling again.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Here comes the 49ers punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And this will be taken at the 13. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And this is caught by Watkins. And the Kansas City Chiefs are the Super Bowl champions.
Man.
And to the Super Bowl champions,
Everybody was excited about that.
In NFL immortality.
They knew that it was
pretty
coming
phenomenal
anyway.
right
They
there.
knew
It actually gave me chills
that
just to
the
hear you
Chiefs
say
was
that,
one of the most
because
hardest teams.
immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books,
Their
you'll
roster,
see this team,
like-
you'll see their picture. That your name will be a part of it.
49ers
That's got to be an incredible feeling,
even
because
have
it's been a
any-
long journey to get there, and now they
Like-
get a chance to enjoy it.
Like, bro, what can I say? Like, they were, I don't know what they are. They're just something else. Like, literally, Mahomes is on the cover of 20. Madden 20. Like, because he's one of the greatest quarterbacks. And so is Tom Brady. Like, and you see it up there. The 2 greatest quarterbacks, like, of all time. So, like, I better turn this off before I get copyright. But